Over a fifth of China's landmass is desert, and it's one of the largest countries in the world. That is, deserts aren't exactly valuable territory.
How would you react if you opened the door to a wide stretch of desert land, and your home is among the billion homes built by the government? Well, definitely not the desert landscape, but it's true. In a groundbreaking move that has captured global attention, China has unveiled plans to construct a staggering 400 million homes in a vast desert area. This ambitious project, unprecedented in its scale and scope, signifies a bold step towards addressing the country's housing crisis and fostering sustainable development. Watch the video till the end to know more. The implications of such an endeavor are far-reaching, involving environmental considerations, technological innovations, and socio-economic impacts. So, you might think, does China not have enough houses? China, with a population exceeding 1.4 billion people, stands as the second most populous country before India overtook it in the world. The sheer size of its population has had profound and multifaceted effects on the nation's development, influencing its social, economic, political, and environmental landscapes in significant ways. China's large population has presented both opportunities and challenges. On one hand, the immense workforce has been a driving force behind the country's economic growth, fueling its rapid industrialization and emergence as a global economic powerhouse. On the other hand, managing such a vast population has posed challenges related to resource distribution, social services, and urbanization. China's demographic advantage has played a pivotal role in its economic ascent. The abundant labor force has attracted foreign investments, particularly in the manufacturing sector. The demographic dividend, a period when the working-age population significantly outnumbers the dependent youth and elderly, has contributed to rapid economic growth. However, as the country undergoes demographic shifts with an aging population, there are concerns about a potential demographic time bomb with a shrinking workforce and increased dependency ratios. The large population has driven massive urbanization, with millions of people moving from rural areas to cities in search of better economic opportunities. Managing such rapid urbanization presents challenges related to social inequality, inadequate public services, and environmental sustainability. For several decades, China implemented a strict one-child policy to control population growth. While this policy successfully curbed population growth, it also resulted in an aging population and gender imbalances. The aging demographic poses challenges such as increased healthcare costs, a shrinking labor force, and pension system strain. However, managing cultural diversity and ensuring social cohesion in such a vast and varied population remains an ongoing challenge. The government has implemented policies to promote a sense of national identity while respecting regional differences. The environmental impact of sustaining such a vast population is significant. China faces challenges related to resource depletion, pollution, and the strain on ecosystems. Efforts to balance economic development with environmental conservation have become increasingly crucial to ensure a sustainable future for the country. China's enormous population has also contributed to its global influence. China's status as the world's second most populous country has shaped its trajectory in various ways, influencing economic development, social dynamics, and global standing. Sounds like a complex project idea, isn't it? But what could be the motivations behind the project? China's decision to embark on this massive housing construction initiative is driven by several pressing factors. One of the primary motivators is the nation's soaring urbanization rate. As rural populations continue to migrate to cities in search of better opportunities, the demand for housing has skyrocketed, creating a critical shortage. The desert, with its vast and relatively uninhabited expanse, provides a unique opportunity to accommodate this influx of people and alleviate the strain on existing urban centers. Moreover, the government aims to stimulate economic growth by investing in large-scale infrastructure projects. The construction of 4 million homes will require a substantial workforce, boosting employment rates and generating economic activity. Additionally, the project aligns with China's broader vision of becoming a global leader in sustainable development, as the desert location offers an opportunity to implement eco-friendly and energy-efficient construction practices. Some experts also state environmental considerations as one of the factors. While the prospect of building homes in a desert might raise concerns about environmental sustainability, China has outlined plans to mitigate potential negative impacts. The construction will incorporate cutting-edge technologies and sustainable building practices to minimize the ecological footprint. This includes the use of renewable energy sources. Balancing urban development with environmental preservation is a key challenge that the government is likely to address through stringent regulations and sustainable urban planning strategies. Additionally, smart city technologies will likely play a crucial role in the development of these new urban centers. Despite the ambitious vision, The construction of 400 million homes in a desert poses significant challenges. Water scarcity, a perennial issue in arid regions, must be carefully addressed to ensure the sustainability of these new urban centers. Implementing effective water management systems such as desalination plants, rainwater harvesting, and efficient irrigation practices will be critical to the success of the project. Another challenge is the need for robust infrastructure to support the burgeoning population. From transportation networks to healthcare and education facilities, the government must invest in comprehensive urban planning to create livable, well-connected communities. The construction of 400 million homes in the desert is poised to have profound socio-economic impacts on China and its people. The influx of job opportunities created by the project will not only boost the national economy, but also provide a means of livelihood for millions. Moreover, the new urban centers have the potential to become hubs of innovation, education, and cultural exchange. By strategically planning the development of these cities, China can create environments that encourage creativity, entrepreneurship, and social cohesion. China's need for homes for its citizens is driven by several interconnected factors that stem from the country's rapid urbanization, economic growth, and demographic changes. Understanding these factors provides insight into the pressing demand for housing and the challenges that China faces in meeting this demand. As more individuals and families relocate to cities, the need for residential infrastructure has become a critical priority. Despite the implementation of the one-child policy, China's population remains vast. The sheer size of the population contributes to increased housing demand. Rising incomes and urbanization have fueled a strong desire for private property ownership. This has resulted in a surge in demand for residential real estate, creating a dynamic market for both affordable and high-end housing. Many migrants initially face challenges in finding affordable and suitable housing options in urban areas. China's demographic profile is undergoing significant shifts, including an aging population. As people age, there is a growing need for housing that accommodates the elderly population, such as retirement communities and accessible housing options. The Chinese government recognizes the importance of addressing the housing needs of its citizens. Various policy initiatives have been introduced to stimulate the construction of affordable housing, encourage home ownership, and address issues related to property speculation and housing affordability. These initiatives aim to create a more balanced and sustainable housing market. China's need for homes for its citizens is a complex and multifaceted issue, driven by urbanization, population growth, economic development, demographic changes, and government policies. Meeting this demand requires a strategic and comprehensive approach to urban planning, real estate development, and ensuring that housing options cater to the diverse needs of China's citizens across different regions and demographic groups. China's plan to build 400 million homes in a desert represents a monumental undertaking with far-reaching consequences. Through innovative technologies, environmentally conscious practices, and careful urban planning, China has the opportunity to reshape its landscape and set a precedent for sustainable, forward-thinking urban development on a global scale. As the project unfolds, the world will watch with anticipation, observing the potential successes and lessons learned from this unprecedented venture. Hope you liked watching our video. If you enjoyed watching this video, then click on like and definitely subscribe to our channel.